there's something about myself that I'm seeing or they're reflecting, right? Abandonment wound, whatever it is, neediness. They're helping you by showing you. And when they break your heart, they're helping you. So, what's the purpose of heartbreak? Why can't we just fall in love and stay in love? Breakups are so draining. Yes, I agree, aren't they? So why not just take all the lessons? Heartbreak is a beautiful thing. I know all too well. I talk all about them in my book. In fact, I never thought of this as a heartbreak book. And Angels, Herpes, and Psychedelics, Unraveling the Mind to Unveil Illusions. I've never thought of it like that, but I've had several people say to me, oh, it's about all your heartbreaks. I'm like, well, that's not really what I was getting at, because there's all about my entrepreneurship and all these other things. But let me tell you, I have endured a lot of heartbreak, a lot of betrayal, a lot of disappointment, all that stuff. And I'm like, why the heck would I bring this in? I mean, all the way down to sleeping with the devil in India, right? That's one of the chapters in here. It's juicy. You're going to have if you drink, probably a stiff drink and I don't know what else afterwards before you can move on. It's a bit challenging. But anyway, this isn't about me. It's about how we all call in these lessons to help us ascend. Heartbreak happens to everyone. It's not always romance. It's family, it's friends, it's work. Things that just break our heart. It's the loss of a pet. Things that just put us on our knees, right? And we're like, why is it possible that I could have asked for any of this? I do not want this. But on some level, on some soul level, you have called this in for growth. So without heartbreak, there's not the deep, heartfelt lessons. And that's where the juicy stuff is in the heart, not in the mind. The mind is fun, and it's fun to fantasize, and it's fun to ideate, and it's fun to create with the mind. And so that's why the mind is never a bad thing. Well, never say never. But it's something that you want your soul in the driver's seat, not the mind. And I don't know, 90%, maybe it's better now. Maybe it's 80% of people are walking around this planet with their mind in the driver's seat and their soul sitting in the back seat going, whoa, like, wait. But when you've got your soul in the driver's seat and your mind is sitting back there, it's a whole different ballgame. Because then you're just kind of like joyriding, right? You're just like, okay, I'm on the ride. I'm here. I'm present. Let's go where we're intending to go, right? So show me the way, as opposed to let me make the way. I mean, it's like, it's so basic and it's so hard sometimes. So hard. All right, I digress a little bit. Purpose of heartbreak, right? So the purpose of heartbreak is that we call people in to break our heart so that we can let it crack open and we can let the light shine in. But look, a lot of people, what they do is they close that heart and they say, I am never letting that happen to me again. Ever. And they put up the armor, and it happens a lot of times in childhood, right? Because it goes back to our first core heartbreak wound. For a lot of people, that's that a mother or a father left them, showed their love in a really bizarre way, made it very conditional. Could be that teenage love when you fell so madly in love with Jimmy or Susie or whoever. And then they broke your heart and you were like devastated, right? Like, oh my God, what it feels like to fall in love for the first time. And you're like, they complete me. And then the heartbreak happens and you're just devastated, whether you did it or they did it. I mean, it's always going to come back around at some point. And each one of those heartbreaks gets you closer and closer and closer to connecting with your innate inner wisdom that is connected to the divine. It doesn't matter what you believe in. This is not about religion. Just want to say that. It's about embodying who you really are. Who you really are in the light, connected to the source that is running everything here, right? That's telling Mother Nature to grow a leaf or crash a wave or any of those things. It's all of that energy, that life force that is innately within each one of us that we're so disconnected from. Because if we were connected, I mean, we are connected, we're always connected, but if we knew we were connected, and the only reason why we don't is because the mind takes us into a storyline and a direction that is not who we really are. It's who we think we are or we need to be for somebody else. So I'm always going to bring us back to that core connection that is our own inner wisdom, our own self-love, and it's who we really are. And we're here to embody it and emanate it out. Okay, super old memory coming to mind to share about this. Do you remember the movie Cocoon? I don't remember the whole movie, but I remember one scene. That one scene was when the alien was in the pool with the guy, the more earthly guy, and she became the ball of bright white light, and she basically like gives the guy on the other side of the pool like what feels like probably a full body orgasm just by merging her light. I know, but it's real. It's real. That's what I'm talking about, is bringing in more light. When we raise our vibration, we bring more light into our bodies, and then we exude that light back out into the world. And that, my friends, is what we're called to do right now, is to get into that light. Every heartbreak is bringing you closer to the light or drilling you deeper into the dark, but it's your choice. It is your choice. If you want to go down there, close the heart, I'm done, not going to do that again, it's your choice. That is the beauty of this planet. We have free will. I'm just saying, like, hey, take the love train. Take the inner wisdom love train, because that is where you are going to expand and grow and contribute to humanity as a whole. I mean, seriously, this is just like, we've got to do this now. Not tomorrow, not later, do it now. All right. Hopefully that answers your question about heartbreak. If not, write me in the comments. I'm happy to expand on it. All right. Next question. Oh, well, and I just want to say that breakups are so draining. They are when you see them as something outside yourself, as opposed to something that's here to help you heal. It's here to help you heal. Here, okay, I missed one of the big things about heartbreak. You attract people into your life to mirror you. You've heard of this. This is like psychology 101, right? They mirror something about you so that you can see that aspect of yourself. It's always something you don't like, but then you want to say, oh, no, it's them, and you project it onto them, right? Psychology 101. When you really take it in and you go, oh, that's me. There's something about myself that I'm seeing or they're reflecting, right? Abandonment wound, whatever it is, neediness. They're helping you by showing you. And when they break your heart, they're helping you. So get the lessons. You got to dive into, what is it that I call this person into my life? What is it? If you don't get it, you're just going to attract it in the next relationship. Seriously. So you got to get this one. Again, if you read my book, Angels, Herpes, and Psychedelics, you'll start to see my themes. You'll start to see like why I'm calling people in. I don't like to talk about things that are not available, but I have written the first draft of the Romantic Love Illusion. I'm super excited to launch this. It won't come out for a little while yet, so just hold on. But you'll definitely see the threads and the patterns, especially if you are an empath, a light worker, somebody who knows that you're here for a bigger difference, somebody that's here on the awakening ascension journey. Wow. Watch your themes. And that's where your inner bliss is, but you've got to blow up the programs along the way. You can't just shove them down and just be like, oh, I'm not going to attract that again. No, you are. Until you get rid of whatever that deeper core program is, you're going to keep attracting the same stuff, right? Okay, so much more I could say about that, but let's go on to the next one.